Good evening, Litecoin Foundation and Litecoin enthusiasts. And now the Litecoin news, November 5th, 8:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, people, reviewing what's been going on. First of all, we had Dan Gambardello of Crypto Capital Venture. He's stepping down from the Litecoin Foundation. I find that extremely unusual, especially during the past history that I had with him. Uh, I guess he gained the capability to do math and find out, maybe started questioning what this market maker is doing. And he should have questioned that a long time ago, because now he put himself in jeopardy. Also on the front that we have, I like to say my condolences to Big Swear and the loss of his son. Apparently, as I understand it, from Bitcoin's end, that his son has committed suicide. But also on that front, uh, Bitcoin Ben has been called into the FBI's office, and he thinks it's about him ranting about the system. I don't think it's that. The FBI, if they think you've done a crime, they come over your house. They don't call you into their office unless they want to ask some questions about something. Okay? If you threaten anybody or anything, the FBI comes directly over your house. They don't call you for a luncheon. And I do believe it has to do with what's going on with Litecoin. Um, Unfortunately, Big Swear's circumstances, I wish that they wouldn't call him, but that he'll probably be asked to come in next. And all of this is because you guys dealt with Charlie Lee and this exchange we're looking at now, Brian Armstrong's exchange. And I've been telling you guys before that this needs to be checked out. And a few YouTubers also agreed with me, and they were admonished and attacked by certain parties out of that crowd I just mentioned. And now that the cat's out of the bag now, guys. I've been warning you guys for months. I tried to work this out with Coinbase. I really did. Now the dominoes are falling. It's too late to stop. I mean, people don't like getting ripped off. And if you don't believe that we are getting ripped off, you got a lot of explaining on how this market maker on Litecoin is manipulating the market. His trades are supposed to be equidistant from the mid-market price. They never are. And if they are equidistant, that's because he's controlling the trend of his manipulation. He's ending when he's pumping it up or bringing it down. It's really sad. It really is that these guys can get away with so much because the people in the agencies that we have in it, I hate to say it, they're boobs. They're boobs. They can't read an order book. So these guys went to town on a lot of people. They must have stolen $300 million from crypto investors on Litecoin. You had your marketing side. That's what I said. It's a three-card Monte scheme. You're unaware of what's going on. These guys will take you. You got the marketing side that gets you to come in. Charlie's totally invested in the marketing side. He hasn't done any. He stopped all development. He's invested everything to the marketing side to get you to come in and buy this coin to pump the price up. And then as soon as the price goes up, you see this rise, we're going to see a heavy decline when the market maker dumps the load of coin that he bought from Charlie Lee. Somebody bought Charlie Lee's coin, okay? It wasn't me. Somebody's holding that bag. And to honestly tell you, by all circumstances that I'm looking at, it looks like the exchange had a nice bag of Litecoin and they dumped it on the investors. And they won't disclose who the market maker is. And we have proof that the market maker is manipulating the price, but they won't tell us. So something's extremely criminal There's something extremely criminal going on in the exchange, and they're covering it up, and they're not doing a good job because the crime is still there. It's still happening. The fingerprints are all over it, but we just don't know who the fingerprints belong to. So that's the news. The crypto capital venture, Dan Gambardella. You see, 1775.33, 1775.12. You see how I'm saying how I can identify the market maker's trades? It's easy. It's the same size. It's off. There's maybe a little trade embedded in here with it over on this side, on the buy side. It's very easy to track what the market maker's doing. It's simple math. You're just measuring this price to the mid-market and this price to the mid-market. If the market maker was on the up and up, they'd be relatively the same price, maybe 1 or 2% off. We're seeing 20, 25, 50%, 75% off and higher. It's open criminality. So that's all I got to say. It looks like it appears that the rats are jumping ship. Okay. Now Bitcoin Ben, who hangs out with Charlie, they do the they were all over the Litecoin summit. They're all ambassadors of Litecoin. Now they're getting called in by the FBI. You got Dan Gambardella announcing that he's leaving the Litecoin Foundation because he doesn't like something that they're doing, and they won't listen to him. There's something very funny going on in Litecoin and the Litecoin Foundation. So be forewarned. We already know the market maker, what he's doing. But I think it just involves more than just the market maker. So that's all I could say. All you guys who said we couldn't do nothing, some of you said you would eat your socks. I haven't seen any of those videos of you eating your socks yet. All right, guys, I'm out of here.